Hello internets, here we are. Have ourselves a little bit of a video ahead of us. And yeah, welcome to our vlog. So, here we go. Well, after 3 years, 3.5 years or so, my faithful air fryer quit working. I bought this air fryer Black Friday of 2018. It was one of the first new things that I bought when I moved into the other apartment after, the house and everything. When I bought the air fryer, I wasn't entirely sure on, the viability of the air fryer. If it was some kind of fad, some kind of thing. If it was going to go the way of like the Instapot and whatever Active Fry or whatever these things were that have come and gone over the last few years. And I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to actually like it myself or if it was going to be a waste of money. So when I seen it on sale, I thought, well, hey, let's grab it. It was on sale Black Friday for like $60, and I was like, well, I can't turn that down. I picked it on up, plugged her on in, cooked me a nice big old steak in it, and that was history. That was it. I used that air fryer very, very regularly up until probably 4 months ago, when things got a little bit tighter and I could no longer afford the items, whatever it was, steak or chicken or pork, that I was cooking in it. Now this air fryer, I noticed toward the last year that it no longer dinged when it was done. However, I'm close enough to the kitchen that I could hear the fan, and I knew when it was done because the fan would stop because it makes noise. And in the last year I noticed that the non-stick coating was starting to rub off it. Now, some of that was my own doing because I used a abrasive pad on it, which you probably shouldn't have done. It should have probably treated it closer to the way you treat a frying pan or some other type of non-stick surface. As well as I did wash it in the dishwasher pretty much every time. I would clean it up. It would go in the dishwasher would clean up all the and sanitize, if you want to say, and then it'd be good to go. The handle itself was the outer lid was starting to crack the cover, so it was starting to show after nearly 4 years that it had been well used. And because of being well used, some of the numbers were starting to rub off it, and I had it in the back of my mind that I should buy one on Black Friday when they come back on sale, or whatever the sale would be this year. And I chose not to buy one Black Friday when they were on sale. This time around they were on sale for like $89, which was like 20 some odd dollars more than I originally paid for it. But hey, everything increases, right? Well, lo and behold, come, I believe it was January or so, I throw me a pork chop in the old air fryer, just sit down to watch a YouTube video, when suddenly the kitchen goes quiet, and I'm like, what's going on, So I go check the old air fryer, pull out the basket, put it back in, check the timer, stuff like that, and it's dead. It's dead. So I thought, well, maybe I blew a breaker because, this is a high drain type of device. And I go check the breaker panel, and no, everything is all fine. And so I plug the coffee maker into the plug-in, and no, the coffee maker works fine. So I come to the conclusion that, well, after nearly 4 years of faithful service, my old air fryer is done for. Now I've done without an air fryer for about a month and a half, and I really miss it. So I started shopping locally for an air fryer. Now, some of the ones I can find locally are the lower end, smaller, what do they are, like 1 quart or something. Small basket, can barely fit a decent steak in them. And then some of the ones I can find are the higher end, like $300 air fryers that are part of the big fad going around of the big air fryer company. I checked the Walmart, and the Walmart didn't have anything in stock at our local store, according to their online inventory anyway. I haven't set foot in a Walmart in nearly 2 years. I checked Canadian Tire, and Canadian Tire had a couple interesting ones, but they're all digital, they're all the fancy displays, they're all the more stuff that could break or go wrong with them. I checked a couple of the other stores, and they were kind of the same way. And I got thinking, well, what's wrong with going a little bit digital? What's wrong with maybe buying an air fryer that has 2 baskets to cook 2 different foods? And what's wrong with possibility of paying a couple $100 for one rather than $100 like I did before, or $60 like I did before. So I turned to online, and I went searching online, and you gotta love online shopping, because I was able to be exposed to several air fryers, tabletop ovens, those whatever you want to call it, type ovens, and rotisserie air fryers with rotisserie, air fryers with dehydrators, air fryers that'll do almost everything but fold your laundry kind of a thing, and in ranging prices from like $500 down to like under $100. And you kind of got to decide what brand you want. You kind of got to decide what features you're looking for. You kind of got to decide how much you want to spend, and then you got to turn to the online reviews. And I really thought about buying one with 2 baskets. Whether it's steak and French fries, or whether it's some other thing where I cook 2 of at the same time, which is on a very rare occasion. But then I thought, well, how often do I really cook 2 of the same thing, or 2 different things at the same time? When I do cook corn, I just throw it in the same basket as the chicken. It cooks perfectly fine, never had a problem. When I cook fries, which I have in the air fryer, but I usually cook them in the oven because they cook better in the oven to my taste anyway. So I thought, well, let's go look at the single basket air fryers, and I started online searching, and I found a few singles that looked nice, but they all had the digital displays. So then I got searching online, and I found the same brand, same company that I bought mine from, and I got searching to see if they happened to have the older stock like mine is. And lo and behold, because of the wonders of online shopping, they had 2 type of mine. And then they had the smaller brand like mine, like 1.23 quart. And then they had the large one, just like the one that I had, the big XL, which is like 4 or 4.5 quart. And I thought, well, me being me, not one for big change, not one to step out of my bubble and try the big fad air fryer that's going around. I bought the exact air fryer that I bought, well, nearly 4 years ago. And I am so happy that I did because, well, it's been a great air fryer. It was like I never lost lost time with the old one. It's like still having it. It's like everything that it needs to be, and it works just as well as the other one does. I understand things change. I understand inventory changes. I understand retailers have to keep up with the trends and the fads. But at the same time, it makes it really, really hard to shop when they don't have stock on hand, when they don't have inventory on hand. And I know there seems to be a fad. Everything is going to online ordering, where you place the order in store with one of their associates, and then it's either delivered to your house or you come pick it up in store in 2 to 3 weeks when it comes in. But at the same time, for those of us that like to do the in-person shopping and really would prefer to buy the item and see the item and buy the item and take it home with you, the whole ordering it and picking it up later thing is very frustrating, because quite often they don't have what you're looking for on hand and you have no idea what you're getting till later. But this time around it kind of worked for me. I guess it is what it is, and around we go. And as always, thanks for watching, comment, subscribe, and enjoy.